Welcome to this month's Google Workspace webinar. In our session today, we are going to talk about how you can give your Gmail account a strong refresh with just about 5 minutes of your time today. So, we're going to walk through how we can think about being really diligent with our account in terms of cleaning up our label structure, creating new labels, and then automating some of the flow of incoming messages so that content could sort itself automatically. So, let's hop in and take a look. The labels you've created over the months or years that you've been on Gmail reside on that left hand navigation in many instances. But there is a way for us to streamline that view. So perhaps the ABC contract project I had been working on, I may need to refer to those messages here and there, but it really doesn't need to be living on that sidebar navigation. One easy way to clean things up is to look for those things you don't need to see frequently on the sidebar. Hover over that label until the three dot option appears, and then you can choose in the label list if you need that to continue to show. Perhaps just show if there's an unread message with that label, or you could choose to hide it altogether. That label will still exist. I can continue to search by that label quite easily and continue to see the messages that have been sorted with that label down the road. But it allows me to streamline what I'm seeing on that sidebar so that really is just the most relevant things I'm working on this year. Now, once we get things cleaned up on that sidebar view, you might be thinking it's time to get ready for some of your new initiatives for 2022. As a reminder, one of the ways you can create new labels is by clicking on More, scrolling all the way down to the bottom, and selecting to create a new label. This is a great way for us to start things a bit more organized than perhaps we did last year. Maybe you want to get myself ready to sort and prepare my messages relating to quarter 1 and quarter 2. I can begin to create that structure. And for those of you visual learners out there, again, that three dot menu is our friend because it allows us to apply label colors just to help us visually differentiate the information that's out there. And then it's really as easy as clicking and dragging to apply those labels to the applicable messages. And now we're beginning to start the new year on the right foot. Once you've taken some time to tidy up your labels, the next thing you can do that I think is going to save you some good time in the new year is to automate certain message behavior with filters. As a refresher, you can create filters by using the search dropdown. And the first thing you want to do is put in the trigger for the behavior. What is that keyword or that key sender that should make the behavior happen? So I'm going to say that when my colleague Juliana messages me, I want her messages to automatically have a certain label applied to them. So I'm going to go ahead and select that I want to create a filter. Now I can choose one or many things to happen. In this instance, she and I will exclusively be working together potentially on a new project. So I could create that new label for this project she and I'll be working on. Maybe it relates to Google Chrome. So I'll create a Chrome project with her. And now any message she sends me going forward, once I hit create filter, would automatically have that label applied. So it's just saving me a bit of click and drag to create the behavior I'm looking for. Now, when I apply just the label, it's going to still land in my inbox. For those of you who want it to skip the inbox and just go straight to a label on that sidebar, you're going to want to also make the selection of the first checkbox. Many of you might already do that today to sort out newsletters, to sort out some of that information that's not urgent, that has to be read today, but maybe you take care of it on Fridays every week, right? In this case, though, I still want to see her content in the inbox. I just want it pre-labeled for the work that we do together. Once I feel like I'm ready to go, we click on Create Filter, and within a moment, you'll see your affirmation message that that filter has been created. I encourage you to continue to learn more about how to improve the function and flow within your Gmail account. question mark icon and then selecting training can give you a lot of different ideas on that sidebar to take your skills to the next level. But if you even take 5 to apply some of our hints from today, you'll be off to a great start for 2022. Thanks for joining our session. And should you have any additional questions or need a boost, you can reach out to me at collaborationtraining@pythian.com.